Let's take a look at your Caribbean report for tonight.
In the BVIs, the Department of Disaster Management, DDM, is closely monitoring the efforts to contain the thousands of barrels of oil spewing into the Gulf of Mexico for the last 2 months, although there is a low probability that the British Virgin Islands is under any threat. The Regional Activity Center, Regional Marine Pollution Emergency Information and Training Center, is in consultation with the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration and have advised of a low probability that the spill will affect the Caribbean. However, its trajectory nears the Loop Current and has the potential to affect Florida, the northern coast of Cuba, and the Bahamas. Should any oil reach the waters of the Caribbean, it's expected to be weathered and its harmful effects being evaporated. Canadian Prime Minister Stephen Harper on Sunday invited several African, Caribbean, and South American countries to a meeting on the development of security issues to be held on the sidelines of the G8 summit later this month. 2 countries to be noted that are being invited, our own Jamaica and Haiti. Harper says that the gathering is aimed to broaden the representation and maximize the results on international development and peace and securities issues. The Group of 8 Summit of Leading Economists is to take place in a region of Canada north of Toronto on June 25th and 26th, and will be immediately followed by the G20 Summit in Toronto on June 26th and 27th. In Georgetown, Guyana, the Caribbean welcomed what Antiguan Prime Minister Baldwin Spencer termed as the re-engagement of the United States following an extensive, productive, and effective exchange with the U.S. Secretary of State, Hillary Clinton. Clinton assured the Caribbean that we're back and committed to find the solutions to common problems, as she welcomed the vigorous dialogue that took place during the almost 2-hour informal meeting between the 2 sides of Barbados on Thursday. Foreign Minister of the Caribbean Community CARICOM and the Dominican Republic met with Secretary of State Clinton in a discussion which host the Foreign Ministry, Maxine McLean, said she urges well for relations between the 2 sides. Both sides expressed anxiety over the possibility of the oil spill in the Gulf affecting the Caribbean, with Secretary of State Clinton expressing her appreciation of the scientific assessment of the risks to the region, which was presented in the meeting by the Bahamas.
And that's your Caribbean report for tonight. Well, it's graduation time in our territory again. Tonight, we take a look at the proud graduates of Ivana Eudora Keene High School on St. Thomas.
As I look in the audience at the class of 2K10, success is clear. Over the course of time, we have gained knowledge while overcoming obstacles. Real success is about how hard we try in life, even if we fail.
The author Christy McLaughlin stated, I quote, "We all have dreams in life we want to achieve, and we can achieve these dreams if we are always willing to give 100%. I am sure we can remember the late nights we had studying for anatomy and physiology. We can recall the tough times in math and English, but obviously we overcame all those pricks in the path to be here tonight. We gave 100%.
Whether you go in education or law, enforcement or sciences, in education of children, or decide that the armed forces are for you, the thing that I ask you to do more than anything else is recognize that success is by humbleness, that success is by reaching back to those and pull them up, and there are others that are not as fortunate, and that for you and I to have true success depends on reaching back and pulling up.